Welcome back. Rob Hartline from SimpleCookingBlog.com. One thing that I don't do very well is I'm not a baker. There are some times, though, that when I want some baked goods, and I have some things that are almost brain dead simple. I want to show you one right now that I just discovered this fall, and it's something that I know all of you are going to like. I've already tried it. It really works well. I love it. It's simple. Okay, first of all, you use the already made pie crust. I don't know if you've seen these yet or not. They've been out for a few years. They come in a tube like this, and they're rolled up instead of folded. The old folded ones were difficult because along those folded seams, they would always come apart. So here I've already let it come to room temperature. I've already unrolled it. And then all we're going to do is we're going to cut this into quarters, like this. And we're going to, a little later on, we're going to need some melted butter. So I'm going to go ahead and melt the butter right now. We don't need a lot of it, just a little. So I'm going to put that in the microwave just for a little while. Okay, so we have that working in the microwave. So all we're doing is we're doing our quartered pie crust, pre-softened Philadelphia cream cheese, already fixed pumpkin pie mix. Now this isn't the solid pumpkin pie. This is the already mixed up pumpkin pie mix. And then I have this little ramekin full of water so that we can seal the edges. So let me go ahead and open the Philly cream cheese. It's been sitting out here softening, so it's all ready for us to use. You want to let it sit out probably for an hour, but you know what? If it sat out for 2 or 3 hours, you're not going to hurt anything. It's not going to go bad that amount of time, and the softer it is, the easier it is going to be to work with. Okay, so we're going to put a generous tablespoon right in the middle. Actually, not right in the middle, because we're going to fold it in half. So we're going to put it off to the side. And then we're going to put another generous tablespoon of the pumpkin pie filling. Okay, now this might be a little bit too much. We're going to find out right now. We're going to moisten the edges because that's going to be like glue. All you need is just some water for this. And that's going to glue all the edges down so that when we bake it, hopefully I haven't overfilled it, and so it won't make a mess all over the inside of the oven. So we're folding it in half, and I'm sealing the edges down. There we go. I didn't overdo it. That looks fine. Okay. Now we're going to do a couple little steam vent holes. And we're going to move it to the cookie sheet. There we go. And we're going to do one more. This is so yummy. One of the ideas that I came up with was I was at a restaurant and they had a pumpkin pie. It looked like it was pumpkin pie, but it wasn't actually pumpkin pie. It was pumpkin cheesecake. Oh, thank you, Pam. That's my lovely wife reminding me that I've forgotten. I get to gabbing, and then I forget things. So I've forgotten the water, so it's not going to seal properly. So, thank you, sweetie. It was pumpkin cheesecake. My wife and I shared a piece of that, and we both thought we had died and gone to heaven. It was so yummy. So I said, you know what? I know there's no chance I'd be able to make a cheesecake, but I just might be able to do something similar. So we came home and we tried this idea. Not as good as pumpkin cheesecake, so if you ever get a chance to try the pumpkin cheesecake, you go right ahead. It's fabulous. Okay, so I've got 2 more here. And the water. I'm getting really close to overfilling these. This one might be the one that's the most overfilled. So they might make a mess, but at least it's only going to make a mess on the cookie sheet. It won't go into the oven. So, okay, little vent, little vent. Now, as you can see, I've used only a little tiny bit of the cream cheese. This is just 8 ounces of cream cheese, and I've used only a little bit of it. And I've used almost none out of this can of pumpkin pie mix. So, boy, you can make a lot of these for almost no money. I got the pie shells on sale. They're on sale this time of year. Right now it's just before Thanksgiving. And so they're trying to get your business at the stores, so they put the stuff that you really want on sale. So you come in and buy the rest of the stuff from them too. So I was able to get the pie crust 2 for $2.50. And then the cream cheese was really cheap. It was only $1.20 for that 8 ounces, and that's about half of what it usually costs. And then I don't remember what I paid for this, but the can of pumpkin pie is not very expensive. Let me do a little bit different here. I'll do X marks the spot. That's the one that I overfilled so much. And my butter is ready. So what the butter is going to do, all it's going to do, it's optional. It's just going to make it look a little bit prettier. It's going to make the crust brown up real nicely. So we got the butter on top of the crust. It's going to brown no matter what, but if you do it with a little bit of butter, I think it just has that extra nice little hue. And so if you're not wanting to have the butter in your diet, it's okay. Skip it. Maybe I should have left one unbuttered so you would know, but I didn't. So this is what it looks like. You can see how quick it was for me to put it all together. I'm going to put it in the oven now, and we'll be back when it's done. Welcome back. Rob Hortline again from SimpleCookingBlog.com. Got my handy-dandy oven glove on so I don't burn myself. And our cream cheese and pumpkin pastries are ready now. You see? Isn't that pretty? Now, you can do this with a lot of different fillings. You can use this same idea for side dish and dinner ideas and even breakfast ideas as well as dessert ideas. That's what I've done it with. And it's really hot, so I'm not going to put it in my mouth, but go ahead and look at the inside. You can see the pumpkin, you can see the cream cheese, you can see the nice crisp brown crust on the outside, and I'm not going to burn myself, but you can see that you could do a lot of different things with this. One thing that would be excellent would be, since you're already using the cream cheese, instead of making it a sweet one like this, you can make it savory and put some lox and maybe a little bit of tomato and some red onion in it. But go ahead and use your imagination. Think of different flavor combinations that you like, and go ahead and try them in the crust, in the pastry idea in the oven. I did this for 35 minutes. Typically with this kind of thing, you're going to want to go 30 to 40, maybe a little bit longer minutes, but you're going to do it until it's the shade of brown that you want. Thank you very much. Try these at home. They're simple. They're inexpensive. Your friends and your family are going to love you for it, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.